Hey, what's up, everyone? Good day. Super late here. I don't really like sharing things with y'all unless I feel like I understand what the value is I'm sharing in it. So, earlier I shared the review, the overview of these reviews, and I took it down because I just thought this is too much information. Y'all don't really need it. I got a note from somebody else who said, "Hey, why'd you take that down?" So, anyways, and if you are doing the lessons as you're supposed to, or as they prescribe anyways, then you should have been doing them all day. But I was having trouble getting value out of this today, so I didn't want to share it till it was like authentically being shared. Anyways, so I got two viewers here, Peter Zimmerman, David J. Russell, what's up? Something I enjoyed from the overview of the review, because for the next 10 days we'll be reviewing 5 lessons. So today will be 1 through 5, and then the next day will be 6 through 10, and then the next day will be 11 through 15, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Anyways, something I enjoyed from the overview of the review is that it said here we're supposed to find a time that we can be in a quiet place if possible. And that this is, hey, thanks for the heart. This is emphasized for the practice periods at our stage of learning, but it will be necessary that we learn to require no special settings in which to apply what we have learned. So for now, at this stage, it's okay. It says, in fact, try to find a special setting, a quiet place, but that it should be we should learn to apply it in all settings. And I'm going to go on further. I had read this whole thing, and after I read it this morning, I kind of thought it was kind of, I don't know. You could read it yourself. I'll post it. I'll post the review instructions as a comment. But check this out. Okay, you will need your learning most in situations that appear to be upsetting. So you're trying to find a setting that isn't upsetting, a setting that's quiet. But in the future, we're going to try to learn to use these lessons in situations that are most upsetting, and rather than in those that already seem to be calm and quiet. The purpose of our learning is to enable us to bring the quiet with us and to heal distress and turmoil. This is not done by avoiding them and seeking a haven and isolation for ourselves. We will learn that peace is part of us and requires only that we be there to embrace any situation in which we are. And finally, we will learn that there is no limit to where we are, so that our peace is everywhere, as you are. So, isn't that cool? We will learn that our peace is everywhere. Finally, we will learn that there is no limit to where we are, so that we will learn that our peace is everywhere, as we are everywhere. That reminds me of there is no kingdom within, the kingdom of heaven is within. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven within, but in the Bible it says there is no within, there is, or no. In the Course of Miracles it says there is no within, there is no without, you are the kingdom. Anyway, okay, so as you can see there, did I even write that down? Did I even send? I don't know if I did that right, but that's okay. I'm going to put a little comment here. 1 second. I'm back. Here we go. Okay, so lesson 51 is a review of lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll start by reading the overviews, and then we'll read the additional descriptors there, okay? So, nothing I see means anything. If you notice in the descriptors, it's speaking from as if it's from your own personal experience. So, it's kind of unique compared to what it was earlier. Nothing I see means anything. That's the first one. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. If you notice, that means the same thing, actually. Man, that's funny. Okay, so nothing I see means anything. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. I am never upset for the reason I think. This is all mind training. It's all attempting to clear the mind, take the world off. As the Course says, forget everything this world has taught you. Yea, everything this Course has taught you. Come unto God completely empty-handed and naked, or something like that, okay? So, now we'll go into these additional descriptors below each of these lesson reviews. Nothing I see means anything. The reason this is so is that I see nothing, and nothing has no meaning. It is necessary that I recognize this, that I may learn to see. What I think I see now is taking the place of vision. I must let it go by realizing it has no meaning, so that vision may take its place. This reminds me of Muji. Muji has this meditation where he's like, go everywhere and say to it all, oh, nothing, 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 nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. The second one, I have judged, I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I have judged everything I look upon, and it is this and only this I see. This is not vision, it is merely an illusion of reality, because my judgments have been made quite apart from reality. I am willing to recognize the lack of validity in my judgments, because I want to see. My judgments have hurt me. I do not want to see according to them. My judgments have been made quite apart from reality. Reminds me of the tiny mad idea. What if there could be something other than what is? You know, what is what's reality, and what if there was something that is that isn't? Is like the attempt that the mind wanted to see what would happen what would it be like? And then the ramifications of that are all the judgments of I thought I did it, or the mind thought it did that. And so it felt like because it thought that it created a world that was in opposition to what the truth is, it thought that it was guilty. Meanwhile, the spirit or the truth is saying to the mind, hey bro, you're innocent underneath all the stupidity on top. Underneath all the baggage. We could say this from a humanistic level when we see our brothers and sisters. Underneath all the bullshit, there's innocence. Okay, number 3, I do not understand anything I see. How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss? How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss? What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. Hey, Linda. What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. An error of thought is something that goes against the most basic of basics, which is the truth is true, and that's all there is. The tiny mad idea is, what if there's something other than the truth? That's the error. And that taken seriously is the projection. Hey, Brent. I do not understand what I see because it is not understandable. There is no sense in trying to understand it, but there is every reason to let it go, let it go, let it go, and make room for what can be seen and understood and understood and loved and loved. I can exchange what I see now for this merely by being willing to do so. Is not this a better choice than the one I made before? The one I made before is to be stuck in time, attempting to, try to, let's see here, balance everything in some crazy way. Let's see here. Let's see. There's no sense in trying to understand it. I do not understand anything I see. There is no sense in trying to understand it. The chaotic world, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. don't we kind of see that, like, even no matter how specialized our information, we're always missing something. If we don't understand holy, we don't understand. But experientially, the Course is saying salvation is now, heaven is now, and we can let all that go and have an experience where there is no problem, where we can watch ourselves be inspired to say loving things, to do right actions. Or we can watch our character act inspiredly from a place where, I hear God's voice all through the day. I'm back here or underneath it. I am, the center, I am, the sight, the vision, the seeing, the center, the source, at one with. Instead of trying to connect with something outside ourselves, I can't figure out how to connect, but that's not where it is. The reasons aren't out there. We got to look inside. Okay, paragraph number 4. These thoughts are not paragraph, but lesson number 4. These thoughts don't mean anything. These thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything because I am trying to think without God. The thoughts of the world don't mean anything because they're representation of separateness. What I call, quote, my thoughts are not really real thoughts. My real thoughts are the thoughts I think with God. My real thoughts are the thoughts I think with God. I am not aware of them because I have made my thoughts, the ones I think are my own, take their place. I am willing to recognize my thoughts do not mean anything and to let them go. And to let them go. This is pure meditation here. Really good cues for meditation. I choose to have them be replaced by what they were intended to replace. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. My thoughts alone are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with Source, with creation, with God, with my center. The meaning I'm given things. These thoughts don't mean anything. This is all the meaning I give now is the meaning of what? Forgiveness. Forgiveness of what? Of meaning. Of meaning I gave. I gave all meaning I see. Course is like a pretext of the Course is that any meaning you perceive is meaning you've given, actually. And, obviously, as usual, I didn't say it at the beginning, but often I usually preface this by saying the Course in Miracles tells us that we don't have to believe this stuff, but that we should try it on. We're just entertaining an idea here. It's okay to entertain ideas, even if we aren't sure. It's like Osho said this about entertaining ideas. If you know who Osho was, whatever you think about the guy, he had cool things to say. He said you should be able to entertain continuation as a life. You as a life continue, and this will give you a bit of a power of relaxation and expansion. And you should also be able to entertain, this is what Osho said, existentialism. You got one life to live, and this will give you the power to want to live well now. So we're going towards entertaining the idea that all meaning you see is meaning you've given. And the meaning you want to give everything now, by the Course's by the practice of the Course, is what's this for? What's the meaning I'm giving this for? I'm giving this for forgiveness, to forgive the meaning of everything, to give clarity. And that could be done through saying reassuring things to my sister, brother, mother, father, son, daughter, friend. Or it could be on my own when I can take the world off a moment. Number 5, I'm never upset for the reason I think. I'm never upset for the reason I think because I am consistently trying to justify my thoughts. It may feel like it's not us doing it, but the Course says that's us being unconscious of our own efforts. I am constantly trying to make them true. I make all things my enemies so that my anger is justified and my attacks are warranted. I have not realized how much I have misused everything I see by assigning this role to it. I have done this to defend a thought system that has hurt me and that I no longer want. I'm willing to let it go, to let it go, to let it go, to forgive it. All right, so yeah, I've given what I see all the meaning it has for me. If that's true, then if I could give it any meaning, the meaning I want to give it is what? What for? What's this for? Forgiveness, clearly. Clarity. All right, everybody. Enjoy. Ciao.